Good day, Mckevitt, and happy Friday. How are you, boys and girls? Let's get our birthdays for today. Okay, happy birthday to Malika Etram in our kindergarten and Mrs. Conklin. Tomorrow, happy birthday to Andrew Zhao in our 5th grade, Jordan Sayaj in our 5th grade. And on Sunday, happy birthday to Phoenix Benia. All right, boys and girls, how are you? Oh, look at this. It's Friday already. Let's get to some jokes. I want to thank Mikhail and Andy Chen for getting me some jokes because I'm running low. This one's super cute. This one comes from Mikhail. He says, "What time do you go to the dentist?" And I love the little illustration here. It says, "Ouch, my tooth hurts." You go at 2:30. Instead of 2:30, 2:30. That's cute, Mikhail. Okay, and why did the cow cross the road? This comes from Andy Chen. I don't have an illustration on this, but we can get one. To go to the movies. Yes, exactly. Well done. And, boys and girls, the riddle, a lot of you got that. So, I wanted to share that many of you did a breakdown. So it was 2 fathers and 2 sons were in a car, but there's only 3 people. How could that be? So many of you did a breakdown. You said, well, there's a grandfather, a father, and a son. So the grandfather and the father are related. The grandfather is the father of the father. Those are the 2 fathers. Because there's a son in the car. And the 2 sons are the father and the son. And many of you broke that down for me. Some of you gave them names. So I want to say good work to all of you who've figured that out. And so I have a list of everybody who did that. Here we go. So the Cardallis, Mikhail, Emma, Zach, Jacob, Lucas, Alyssa. Well done. Super job. And some of you got this. So Alyssa, Emma, and Mikhail got this. So established in 2020, Newcastle. So that's a castle and it's new. So that's Newcastle. Newcastle is a town right near us. So these are picture clues for towns on Long Island. So here's another one. Let's see if we can get this one. This one might be a little bit easier. Let's see if anybody can figure out what that is. Look closely what that looks like. All right. Let's see if somebody can figure that out. All right. Now, where on earth? So, many of you figured out that we're talking about the Rocky Mountains. And this is summer, and boys and girls, it is possible in the summer, even though you might be in shorts and a tank top, for there to be snow on the top or near the top of the Rocky Mountains. So yes, it is part of the Rocky Mountains, but these are not the Rocky, it's the same mountain chain, but not in Colorado. It's more north. So I showed you this picture, which also comes from the same place, the same trip. Now here, there's an animal. Some of you figured out what kind of animal that is, but this animal is the symbol of where they are. It's a beautiful place. I'd love to go there someday. Mikhail, you figured it out. Let's see if somebody else can figure that out. All right. Now, I have some updates on the Mighty Math Challenge. Some very cool updates. I will be announcing new data each day because there's a lot to talk about. But today, just total points. So I'm going to start with total points for the Grand Prix multiplication. So total points Savannah Oliveira, then Peter Viveros, then JJ Del Rosario, Nick Bagru, Washma Ali, Ethan Lim, Ashley Zhang, Chanel Zhang, Bhumi Patel, and Anvi Bonathaya. And the range is 27,000 down to 3,000 points. Total points, that was. Okay, now for the same category in Alien Edition grades 1 and 2. Total points. First, Arjun Manu, then Brianna Chung, Anthony Coppola was third, Madison Viveros, fourth, fifth, Yichin Zhao, sixth, Caleb Yu, seventh, Robbie McCardle, eighth, Sophia Bullis, ninth, Emma Rajanarang, and 10th, Gunhee Lee in our first grade. Now, kindergarten. So, Emma, I just want to say, I think I said your last name incorrectly. I'm sorry about that. Okay, now let's go to the kindergarten. Again, total points. First place, Bella Chung. Second place, Arya Ramdath. Third place, Emily Lim. Fourth place, Deneen Sapmaz. Fifth place, Nicola Yarkin. Sixth, Ryan Varghese. Seventh, Angus Zhang. Eighth, Jordan Elias. Ninth, Dillis Contreras. And 10th, Caleb Varghese. Now, I will be announcing more top 10s over the next several days because the data takes a long time to break down. Mr. Angeli has been doing a fantastic job trying to figure all this out. Imagine putting all of our information from all the games into one thing and then taking it apart. That's what he's doing. So, super job. Those are the total points for each of the two. So we had Grand Prix multiplication for our 3 through 5. And ironically, a third grader won that. Go Team 3. And then we had first and second grade. Look at that. A first grader won that. And then we had our kindergarten category for Alien Edition. Well done to all of you. So now let's move on to science. So we're going to go into two little pieces with science today. So a little science project that was going on, Jacob Snickel was working on, check this out. Does anybody know what that is? If you said a chrysalis, yes. So Jacob actually created, look at this, a little butterfly garden, but he also tracked the life cycle of the butterfly as he was doing that. And I don't know exactly what he did. I know what we would do here in school, but I'm not sure exactly. I don't have all the particulars, but here's a super cool video. Take a look at the end, what happens with this butterfly in particular. I think you'll enjoy this one. Here we are. Take a look.
You want to stay? Oh, you're beautiful. Come on. Come on. Oh, you want to come to me? Come here. Look.
Look, the butterfly went right on her finger.
Oh. No. Oh.
And then it flew away. So there's a lot of different ways that you can explore science at home. And so Jacob, well done. Thank you for sharing the video. And now I'd like to share another way in which you can explore science. So here's fifth grader. Okay, so here's Megan Mckevitt. And she did something super cool. She worked in reverse. She wanted to find out how something worked. So her project is about a kaleidoscope, how it works. Take a look.
Hello, so for my science fair project, I decided to do mine on kaleidoscopes and how you build one. So the steps on building a kaleidoscope are simple. First, you tape together mirrors, and then you put them in the kaleidoscope. You have to make sure they're in a triangle shape and that the mirror side is facing forward.
Take a look, those are mirrors.
And then you put in the eyepiece, so you can see what's ever in there. And next you put in the beads. The reason you put in the mirrors is so it looks like it's cloned whatever you put in. The beads, so whatever you put in, you usually put in beads for it. You can, basically it's good to have a lot of different colors and shapes so it doesn't look repetitive, and you also have to make sure it doesn't look cluttered. So here's two different kaleidoscopes about how many beads they put in. So here are two. This is one that we didn't put in as much. And then this is one that you put in more of. So after you follow those steps, you put it in. You have to make sure it's pressed and good.
Okay, so if you've never used a kaleidoscope, looks like a long tube, it has a hole in it, and then you twist the end. So Megan's question was, how do you make one of these? How does this work? So when you take it apart, what you find out is that there's an eyepiece that you look through. And at the end, if you pull it off, you'll see that there's mirrors inside in a triangle shape. And then when you stick the end on, it has little things inside, and she showed you can be different sizes and shapes. Sometimes they're solid, sometimes they're filaments more, whatever, but they're different sizes, shapes, and colors. And it turns. So as you look in and turn it, those shapes move and they reflect onto the triangle and bounce around and make those beautiful colors so that you see. So she wanted to find out how that works, so she did. And that's another way to approach science, to find out how something works, because when you understand how something works over here, you may be able to make it work in a more efficient way, a better way on something else, or you may figure out a different way to make the same thing work. So understanding how something works is super important. Okay, so again, as we are thinking about the next week of school, there'll be more science fair videos to show, but I hope that you're going to keep doing these kinds of things over the summer, and if you learn something new about science or the world around you, that you'll share it with all of us, because this is cool, super cool. Now, Monday, Ms. Hoskin is going to be sending out your art show for this year. Make sure you click that link. It's really awesome. You're going to love it. All right. And so finally, for today, we have our Mighty Kind moment of the day. Let's get our drum roll. Dun, dun, dun. So we're going to go to a bag today. I pulled it out already. And, oops, here it is. Now, I have a shirt like this, but it's also a bag, and it's Peace, Love, Mckevitt. Peace, love, and Mckevitt. Boys and girls, listen. Really, it should be peace, love, the world, not just Mckevitt. Of course, that reminds me of Mckevitt, because that's what we try to do at Mckevitt, is to learn how to love every single person so that we can have peace in our world. Exactly, because every single person is beautiful and wonderful and unique. And that's what one of the wonderful things about Mckevitt is that we are all so different, but all so cool and wonderful, just like every person in our world. So that's the message for today, is to be thinking about all people. Peace, love, and Mcveigh. Maybe it should say love, peace, Mcveigh. Maybe it should be in that order. But this, my friends, should say love, peace, the world. So, again, it's kindness is an act of love. And it brings peace to people. And all people deserve kindness, love, and peace. All people in the world. So let's see if we can be a part of that love, peace, and kindness. And I know you can, boys and girls. Why? Because you're a mighty mind. Not only that, you're a mighty kind, mighty mind. And every day is a great day to get smart and be kind to both each other and the earth. Let's have a wonderful day.